Coming up on this week's episode of Help I'm Stuck in a Podcast, can you get an iPhone stuck in your bottom? We find this out and a lot more. Yep, that's right. All on this week's episode of Help I'm Stuck in a Podcast! My name is Kai and I cannot fit an iPhone up my bottom. How about you?
My name is Fraser and I'm not even going to bloody try that.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't tried either, but I'm just going to say no because I'd rather not.
He's lying. He's definitely tried. I heard him in before the start of the episode.
Fraser, you're not meant to tell the audience.
What? What? It's not my fault. You were the one that was making the noises.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the good thing is, is your iPhone still working after it?
Oh, yeah. It's still working. I've just got a notification, that says, it's from Uber Eats saying, order from this place, a restaurant picked just for you. It's a restaurant that I don't like.
Your bottom.
Yeah, it definitely comes out of there. Anyway.
How are you doing, Kai?
I'm alright. How are you, Fraser?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm a bit hot, to be honest, although it's getting a lot colder lately, that's for sure.
It's getting colder, it's getting darker. I don't like it.
Summer's definitely over.
Although, we're meant to have a heat wave this week, I think.
That was supposed to start today. It's not been hot at all.
It's 20 degrees where I am.
I think it's similar temperature here, but it absolutely wet it down this morning.
It wet it down?
It absolutely wet it down.
It wet it down.
Properly wet it down.
Big wet.
Yes. So, yeah, I think it's still going to be cool for a little bit.
Yeah.
But do you know what else is cool, Kai?
Me?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No, today, the day of recording.
What do you mean, 14th... no? Hold on. You said no. I'm cool.
Yeah. See, I said yeah that time.
Thank you, Fraser.
Today, the day of recording, we're recording slightly before it's happening. The Apple event is happening today on the 14th of September. Brand new things, or maybe the same things. Who knows what's coming up? Are you going to be watching it, Kai?
I feel like I'm going to be working, but I think I'll see tweets about it because I've got Twitter up on my other screen.
That's all right. Yeah, just look at the hashtag and you'll be well informed. Everyone tweets about it,
especially you.
Oh, you see, I've been trying to avoid tweeting too much about these things in recent years because I know that not everybody enjoys the crap talk. Because I like to get excited about things, but at the same time, I also shit on the same things as last year.
Shit on it.
Oh, shit on it. Talking of, I got an email the other day from the Friday Night Dinner merch store.
Oh, yeah?
They've delayed my Martin.
Oh, imagine not having a Martin.
Yeah, I ordered him ages ago. Guess who has got a
Martin? Oh, me.
I'm jealous. I mean, I've squeezed it before.
You have, yeah.
I have. And Jim. Yeah, my Martin's delayed, unfortunately. It was supposed to come this month, but I got an email like last week, which said, yep, sorry, due to shipping delays, you'll get it probably next month, maybe.
They've got a Mr. Morris coming out as well.
Oh my god, we gotta buy Mr. Morris.
Oh, that's awful.
Does it look ugly?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, back onto the original topic. Whilst Friday Night Dinner has a Mr. Morris plush coming out, the Apple event has a few new products coming out. Whether you count them as new or not is completely up to your judgment. But we know that this event, we're going to see the release of the iPhone 13.
Woo!
What phone have you got, Kai, at the moment?
I got a 12 Pro Max.
Oh, so you're definitely not going to be getting an upgrade then?
No, I don't.
That's as new as you can get as it is at the moment.
Yeah, and I do very much enjoy this one.
Yeah, the good thing is there's going to be upgrades in some areas with the iPhone 13, but it's going to look near enough exactly the same, bar one small or two small minor details.
Yes.
So to my delight, there's going to be a smaller notch.
Yes.
Which will be nice, but it's not good enough in my eyes. And the second change is that the cameras are getting a major upgrade to the point where basically the entire camera module on the back is going to be increased in size.
Oh, well, I need a new phone then.
It's always the bloody cameras.
It's I think the cameras are the biggest selling point for me now.
Yeah. And, I mean, I get it. I get why people would want to upgrade for the cameras, but it always sucks a bit when there's not really any change. Like, other than the smaller notch and obviously the cameras, there's not been a massive design change literally since they went to the iPhone 10 for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like with the iPhone 3GS to 4, it went from curvy to squared. From the 4 to the 5, they added Touch ID, which is a major feature. 5 to 6, they removed the squared thing and then put it back to roundish to combat the antenna problems. 6 to 7, I think it was pretty much the same, but they introduced their first double camera on the Pro, which is not Pro, Plus, which is what I got. The 7 to the 8, there was pretty much nothing but a glass back and wireless charging. And then obviously the 10 came out at the same time, which was the first edge-to-edge display with notch. But since the 10, other than the cameras, there's not really been anything.
Yeah, you're not wrong, to be honest.
So I've been really bored over the last few years. So I'm looking forward to seeing, again, better cameras and a smaller notch. A smaller notch will definitely be welcomed by people who upgrade year on year, the people that somehow have millions and millions of pounds. But I don't know about you, Kai, but I think I'm going to be waiting for the iPhone 14.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to get the 13, so yeah, probably same.
So I'm currently on the 7 Plus, and at the moment, there was, about a week ago, a very reputable leaker, John Prosser, leaked the first known design of the iPhone 14, where the notch is gone, and there's only a hole punch for the front-facing camera with the Face ID module and stuff built into the screen, going through the screen.
Very nice.
Which I think is a major change, and that is kind of like what I'm looking for on an iPhone, to be honest. I want to see a major change like that. And I'm more excited for that than the 13 at the moment.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe they'll announce the 13 as this one. You never know.
Well, that's a possibility. Like, there's a small voice at the back of my mind, which is very, very, very tiny because it's very unlikely to be correct. But the small voice is saying, maybe the designs that they were leaking are actually not the correct designs, and they somehow managed to keep it under wraps, and it's actually the iPhone 14 that's coming out this year. And I would love that. Like, I want to put that small voice in the back of my head on a throne and go, I love you. You're correct. But it's very, very, very unlikely.
Yeah, that's fair. What's their name though? The voice in your head, Fraser.
No, my name's Nigel.
Nigel.
Said very, very hesitantly as he tried thinking up his name for the first time.
Nigel.
I don't like my name. You can't change it now, you bitch.
Oh, poor Nigel.
I know. Don't call me Nigel. But you've just called yourself Nigel. It's official. Anyway, there's a few other things coming as well, and I'm actually more excited for this one than anything. The Apple Watch 7 is probably going to be coming out this event as well, which from the leaks actually looks all right. I've sent you a photo of it. It's actually got a more squared design this time. It's the first redesign of the Apple Watch since the Apple Watch existed. And now it's got like the squared design of the phones, and I actually really like the redesign. Yeah,
it looks quite pretty.
So I think if the price is right and if my consumerism wants to fall for it, I might get it. But I also don't know at the same time. I need to have a look into seeing what the Watch 8 leaks are at the moment. Because I want to get... My aim in my head is to get both at the same time.
Right.
But if this one's really good, then, I might as well treat myself to something new. It's not like I've spent that much money this year.
Yeah,
or maybe
I
have. I don't know. I'm not keeping on track of my spending. It's really bad.
Oh, I haven't, and
next year's going to be quite bad for you as well, by the looks of it, with all the concerts you got lined up.
Oh yeah, but that's another story for another time.
Exactly. Have you ever considered getting an Apple Watch?
I did after we were in America, and we went to Volcano Bay, and we had that watch on because I thought, oh, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
But since then, I've not actually worn like anything on my wrist since I got my Alice tattoo.
Fair enough.
And I've kind of looked at them on like other people and stuff, and I've never really had a desire to wear a watch or anything, so probably not, to be honest.
Fair enough. I used to wear a watch, like a proper one,
Yeah.
but it was only for when I was working in retail, so I could know when my break was.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it was nice
that's
to wear
the thing.
a watch.
I think if I had a job where I was like unable to use my phone and whatever else, then sure.
Yeah.
But because I'm kind of just sat at home, my phone's in front of me, my phone's in my pocket, I don't really need one, I don't think.
Yeah, that's fair. And especially at the moment where we're not really,
Yeah.
I mean, other than you, we'll go on to that later, where we're not really regularly going out at the moment. You don't really need something for at home when you've just got your phone and all the gadgets are already around you.
Yeah, exactly. So there's no real need for me to have one, to be honest.
No. But one thing you might want to have, maybe not, I don't know. The AirPods 3 is potentially going to be announced in this Apple event. Imagine the AirPods 2, which is the standard AirPods looking thing with wireless charging, and the AirPods Pro. I don't know what ones you got, to be honest.
They haven't got the funny knobbly bits on the end of the ears.
Right, yeah, the funny knobbly bits are the AirPods Pro. That's the noise cancelling
I don't like the
one.
Pros.
Okay, so the AirPods 2 is basically the original AirPods design, but with a wireless charging case. Imagine those two had a baby. So the case is going to be changed to look more like the AirPods Pro case. So more like a bar of soap where you open it long ways rather than open it from the top.
Yeah.
And the actual earbuds themselves will also look like the AirPods Pro with the smaller stems, but they won't have the rubbery bit on the end.
Okay, yeah, good. I hate the rubber bits on the end.
I like them. Like, it properly does introduce a good level of noise cancellation, but I can understand why people don't like them as well.
I just find them uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah, especially after long periods of time.
Yeah, whereas, I fell asleep with my AirPods in last night. I woke up, they were still in. That's enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all you need, really.
Yeah, as long as it sounds good and it fits in my ear and it's comfortable, that's all I really care about, to be honest.
And then the final thing that is most likely coming out, but people aren't sure, is there should be some new iPads coming this year as well. Now, I don't care.
Didn't you just buy an iPad?
I've just bought the iPad 2020 for like a third off, and I'm well happy with it. I don't care about this at all. But it will be interesting to see what features come with them. The iPad, they're calling them just the iPads now. Like, instead of going iPad 4, iPad Air, iPad whatever, it's just iPad and iPad Pro, and then they put the year after it. So the iPad 2021 is due to be coming, and potentially the Pro variant of that as well. Although I'm not sure what else they can add to it this year, to be honest, other than just a general chip upgrade.
Yep.
And maybe upgrading the screens to 120 hertz. I think the iPhone 13 is due to get 120 hertz as well, which makes it a lot faster and smoother. But we'll see. But they're also saying that the iPad Mini 6 could potentially be coming.
Mini 6.
Which I know some people will be really happy about, because I don't think the iPad Mini actually had a new variant last year. So we'll wait and see what happens there.
Yeah.
All in all, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming out. I'm looking forward to also shitting on everything that comes out, because I'd like to say, when it comes to technology and stuff, I'm very central with my opinions. Like, I'm excited to see what comes out. I'm not loyal to any brand, other than slight bias on the iPhone due to the long support that they provide. But otherwise, from like an opinions perspective, I'm very central. So like, I can see the benefits and drawbacks of the Samsungs, of the Google Pixels, of the iPhones, so on and so forth. So I'm looking forward to looking at the pros and cons of all of it. And I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, should be pretty cool to see.
Do you reckon you would get any of the new things which come out? So you said no to the 13, 100%. You're not too interested in the Apple Watch 7. Would you upgrade your AirPods or buy a new iPad? Because you have an iPad, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't? I swear you had one.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
I used to when I was like 12.
All right. I swear you had an iPad at one point when I visited you.
It might have been Sherry's at one point, because I remember I borrowed her iPad for like a couple of days once.
Was it like an iPad 2 or something, or an iPad 3? I swear it was like an old one.
No.
Oh, God knows then how I've got that memory.
I have no idea.
Okay, well, out of the AirPods 3 or the new iPads, do you reckon you consider buying any?
If there was a reason to upgrade, sure. But at the moment, I feel like I don't really need them.
Yeah, fair enough. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. You?
We'll see.
Yeah. This week, though, Fraser, has been a very hectic, busy week for me. How about you?
Yeah, you've barely been here. I've
not been home at all.
I've been chill this week, to be completely honest, just working. But otherwise, it's been a nightmare getting in touch with you.
Yeah, I've not been on... I've barely been on Twitter, barely been on Instagram, Snapchat.
You didn't even do last week's podcast thumbnail.
You want to know what's really sad?
What's that?
One night last week, I was in bed at 9 p.m.
What the fuck? Why so early?
Oh, from driving, to be fair.
Oh, fair enough.
And just being a bit exhausted. And you know what? The latest I woke up last week, yeah? 9 a.m.
God, you've turned into a proper adult.
I know. Look at me. No, last week, we'll go back to Saturday last week, because you remember I was a bit ill last week as well.
You were.
And that luckily passed over very quickly, and I was fine by Sunday. Maybe like the odd small, tiny, like, sniffle for like I don't know, on and off. But then I was perfectly fine by Sunday night. Gone. Everything out of my system. Very nice. But on Saturday, I think I spoke about my mum being down last week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so she was down last week, and then on Saturday, I did we finished off the recordings of 4 songs. So we now have 4 songs that are fully recorded and are currently being mixed and mastered and whatever else. And I did some vocals on it as well. Like, just
so is that done
vocals. Then? They're done, yeah.
Is it going to be 4 songs making the album?
No, I'm not too sure. I think, I don't know, try and work out the best way to release them, you know. Want to release a couple of videos as well with them. So,
right.
Probably, you know, videos and songs from, maybe 2 videos for 2 of the songs, and then release the other 2 as well. Or, not 100% sure, to be honest. We'll wait and see.
Right.
But I wanted to put it into like a big, like, you know, 10-song album or something like that, but I think no one else is too interested in recording the rest of the album at the moment, so wait and see.
Yeah.
But maybe just release them as they are, as the 4 songs later this, maybe October? Yeah, wait and see. But that's what we started off with on Saturday, and then on Monday, me and Rosie, we had a little holiday, because we were meant to go to Greece. That got cancelled. And we ended up, to be fair, very good alternative. We ended up in Liverpool.
Wow, such a Greece comparison.
Given the weather, because the weather was so nice last week, it was a very good alternative in my opinion. Because I think the weather ended up being 30 degrees most days, which was very nice. Like the day we drove up, that's why I went to bed early, because I drove from my house to Liverpool.
That's a bloody long drive.
It's a 5-hour drive without any stops. We stopped 3 times, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you had stops.
Yeah, I think the first part was up to Milton Keynes sort of area. Then we stopped off there for about 20 minutes or so.
Every time I think of Milton Keynes, I can't help but think of the Milton Keynes hate account on TikTok. An entire TikTok account dedicated to hating Milton Keynes and how the world would be such a better place. It's amazing.
But no, we stopped off there quickly and then continued on the journey and got to, I think, near Stafford. There was a services near there, and we stopped off again. Oh no, we only stopped twice. Yeah, we stopped twice. My mistake. And the plan was to get a snack at the Stafford services, right?
Yeah.
And we went to go and pee, and then I came back out, Rosie came back out, and then suddenly, poof, all the lights, all the power went off.
Oh, God.
There was a power cut, and we were like, well, that's not going to work then.
Yeah.
Because we had no cash on us either, obviously, because, you know, COVID and whatever else, don't really carry cash anymore. Yeah. Never really carried cash anyway. But, yeah, COVID happened. Power cut happened. And we were like, well, can't really pay for anything, so let's just get back in the car and go.
Oh, no.
So we carried on driving for about another 2 hours from there, I believe. And no traffic the whole way up. There was maybe a small little section where the roads were like 50 miles an hour and cars stopped every now and then, but Nothing bad. And I think we set off from here, my house, at 9:30, and we got to a place called the Festival Gardens, which had like a Japanese and Chinese temple sort of thing and whatever else built in it.
Yeah.
And it was quite pretty, to be honest. Had a little stop there for a little walk around. Carried on towards the hotel, and hotel, very, very nice. It was a apartment complex sort of thing. It was Stay City. You heard of them?
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, very good alternative to a hotel in my opinion, because you actually get like a hob and a microwave and a grill and everything like that. It's very, very good.
Oh, lovely.
And the bathroom's very nice. The bed's probably comfier than most hotels I've stayed in as well, and bigger. But yeah, then we had a little walk around, I think. Trying to remember what we did on the first day. I think we had a little walk around. We got some food. Oh yeah. We had a walk around to, surprisingly, Liverpool. Everything is very pretty there. I'm going to say that now. Like, in the main centre area, everything's very pretty. You know, when you're like south as well, everyone kind of is a bit rude to each other and drives like an arsehole. You didn't get that at all there. Like,
That's nice.
Everyone was so nice. Like, some random person came up to us while we were ordering something and was like, what the fuck is that you're drinking? Because it just looked like piss, and it tasted like watered down. It was very gross, whatever the drink was. I can't remember what it was. It was meant to be like a peach iced tea or something like that, and it tasted like water. But like some awful flavoured water thing. And they had a nice chat with us quickly, and they're like, alright, have a nice day. And then I think that was the end of the first day. We had like a meal out, and all the shops were open until like 8:30, 9 as well.
Right.
Which is mad, because like even Build-A-Bear's open until 9 o'clock at night.
What the hell? Why is Build-A-Bear open until that time?
Exactly. And I
Did
was
you build a
proper
bear?
surprised. I went in, had a look. Nothing too special, to be honest.
You just teased a bunch of bears. They thought they were getting homes.
They did, unfortunately, but they did not get any homes. But yeah, had a look in there. And just general shops. There was a shop called Kenji, which I bought some like very, very spicy noodles from.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
They were hot.
Like really, really
So
bad?
Very, very hot. They're like
I thought you didn't like spice.
I don't, but like I'm
Why did
starting
you
to
buy
get into.
spicy
But
noodles
like I'm
then?
starting to get into this sort of stuff a little bit more, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the
That
more
is
I'm
different
having it,
for
the
you.
more I'm getting into it.
Fair enough.
And I thought it'd be quite funny for just filming when like just filming like something funny like as a memory when we went to Jack and Becky's. So because we did that on the way home because it added like, I don't know, 15 minutes to the journey. Hung out with them for like 6 hours, but I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But very, very cheap. You know, Liverpool is very cheap as a whole.
That's good.
Like, you know how much is like the average? I don't know. What do you usually drink if you go to like a pub or a bar?
I mean, it depends, to be honest, but
like, what's your go-to? You know.
I don't know, probably just a cider or something, to be honest.
And how much would you, on average, pay for that?
I mean, my information's probably out of date by 2 years now because we've had
Like,
everything
how
going
much
on.
would you say, like, 2 years ago?
I don't know. I'd probably expect about £3-4.
Okay, so that's if I bought one in Liverpool, that would cost me like £2.
Oh, that's pretty good.
If I bought one here, that would cost me about £5 or £6.
Gosh, well, it really is cheaper.
I bought rum and coke as well whilst I was there, quite a few, I will say, and that was £3 per one that I had.
That is not bad.
Really good, to be fair.
Was that a
It's not like
singular
a
or a
cheap-
double rum and coke?
I believe it was a double, but I could.
If
be
it was a
wrong.
double, that's a really good price.
Yeah, and I think the most expensive thing was food out and about.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going to like takeaway places and whatever else every day, it's going to be expensive whilst you're there, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
But otherwise, enough of that. Next day goes by. Tuesday, go to a bunch of museums and stuff. I think we went to the Tate Museum, and we were going to go there because apparently it's meant to be really shit. But we got there, and it was actually really good.
Oh, that's good.
We went to the Titanic Museum, which is apparently just next door.
Is that the one with the big crab?
No.
Oh.
It's the one with the big boat.
Oh, no, I should have guessed.
We also went to the Slavery Museum.
Is that the one with the big crab?
No.
Which one was the one with the big crab?
I'll get to that, Fraser. I'll get to
Okay.
that. And then after that, what did we do? I think we went for some food quickly. And headed back to our hotel for a couple of hours, or maybe like an hour or so, kind of freshen up a little bit. Dressed a bit fancy as well, you might have seen.
Yeah.
I wore a shirt rather than a band shirt.
Which is very unlike you.
It was very unlike me, but I think I looked very nice, to be fair.
Yeah, very smart.
And we only were like dressed fancy originally because we were going to Peaky Blinders bar.
I'm jealous of that.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. Even that was cheap.
Oh, wow. I mean, fair enough. I was expecting that to be a little bit more pricey.
No, it was very cheap. Very, very cool. But we went to that after we went to something before, which was an unlimited retro arcade.
I've always wanted to go to one of them.
So good. So many cool games in there. Drinks in there, cheap as well. Food in there, cheap as well.
Nice.
And we played on a lot of games. Definitely made our money's worth. Because like if you go to like an arcade in general, like Brighton arcades or something like that, you're gonna expect to be paying something stupid like, I don't know, probably 30 quid or something like that. Whilst
you end up paying for the convenience.
Yeah. And whilst we were there, it was so nice. But I think that was the end of that day, and it's kind of like I think it's about a 15-20 minute walk out of Liverpool, but it was
not too
definitely
far
worth
away.
it. It's 12 quid, I think, and it's so good. But yeah, after that we went the next day to a couple more museums and the big library there, and that's where the big crab was, Fraser.
Big crab!
And also went to a thing called the Friends of Williamson's Tunnels,
Nice.
which was very cool. We saw they're kind of still uncovering things there now, and it's just kind of something they're doing there like as a hobby, apparently, which is pretty cool. Went to that. Went to a junkyard golf. Bit
Good
shit,
place.
This one.
Oh, really? That's a shame.
I think it was only 9 holes.
That's not a lot of holes.
Yeah, and I think the one I went to in Manchester with Thomas like a couple of years back was like 20 something, and took like an hour. This one we were done in like 10 minutes, which kind of sucked.
Oh dear.
But not the end of the world. Ended up going to the Cavern Club and the pub and whatever else there. And to be fair, for a Tuesday and Wednesday night, so busy. Like you'd think
Really?
it's like a Saturday.
That's
And
surprising.
it's like that every week. And I think it's because it's the street where the Beatles were formed and stuff.
Right, yeah.
That was so busy. And I believe that was all we did, really. We went to a cat cafe the next morning as well, on the Thursday, which is very cute. And also very cheap as well. It was £1 for every 5 minutes you're there.
I don't know if that's good or not. It sounds good.
Let me add to it a little bit more. You get unlimited free drinks as well while you're there.
What the
Soft
hell?
or hot.
So you're
£1
there for
every 5
25 minutes, and it's a £5,
Yes.
and you can have unlimited drinks in 25 minutes for a £5.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Really good. Really
Yeah.
good. So I think I just got one drink because I felt I don't want to take the piss, obviously.
I'd be taking the piss. That's mad. That's an invitation to drink everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong, to be fair, but like they're very cute cats there as well. I think that was 10
Yeah,
cats.
of course.
And then drove to Jack and Becky's, which is about 2 hours away. Did that in I was gonna do that in one go, but needed to pee about an hour and a half in. So
Yeah.
that was good. Hung out with them for a bit, took the dogs for a walk, did the spicy noodles. Got a funny video of us doing that, which I'm not going to post because it just doesn't.
Is it not too good?
It's just no one's in the right mood for filming and stuff, but it's more quite funny just to have on my phone.
Yeah.
So we'll have that. That was very funny to have the spicy noodles because everyone's mouths just get hot, and we're all talking about our lips being like, "Oh, lips are very boiled." Ended up having like an iced lolly to like cool down your mouth and whatever else, and drove back to Rosie's, and it was just a really nice time away, to be honest. And it was kind
Yeah,
of
it sounds
nice
like
to
you've
just
been
not to
absolutely
work for a week.
jam-packed with things to do.
Yeah. It was really nice, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Lovely.
But yeah, that was my week. It was a busy week, and to be honest, if I was how like a couple years ago or like last year maybe, I was considering moving, like Birmingham to Nottingham to that triangle, whatever, to Manchester. Add Liverpool in there because Liverpool is so nice to be in.
Fair enough.
And it has that smell of home as well because obviously it's near the river and it's got a port and whatever else there. Yeah. And it's really nice. I forgot to add we went to a beach as well, but nothing exciting happened there. It was just a little walk around sunbathe thing for a few hours.
That's not too bad. Yeah, fair enough. I'd like to go there one day. Sounds like a really nice place.
You have to. If you visit like anywhere up that way, definitely go there for like even a day or two. It's so nice.
Yeah, definitely will do.
So thank you everyone that's from there for being nice and hospitable for us. Hospitable.
Hospitality. Thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah, thank you for the hospitality. Very hospitality. Thank you.
Yeah, that.
Oh, but yeah, that was my week. Anyway, Fraser, what have you been up to?
Cookie clicker.
Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, literally, I've got nothing really to say. I've not really done much this week. I've been planning things for my birthday, but I think I'm going to talk about that next week now, seeing as that'll be closer to my birthday. But otherwise, no, this week has mainly just been working for me. I've just been having Cookie Clicker open as well, absolutely dominating my cookie empire. I have now over 11 undecillion cookies being baked per second.
I don't know what that means, but cool.
Basically, it is. Hold on a minute. I'm going to need to count the zeros in my head. It's not 1 million. It's not 1 billion. It's not 1 trillion. It's not 1 quadrillion. It's not 1 quintillion. It's not 1 sextillion. It's not 1 septillion. It's not 1 octillion. It's not 1 nonillion. It's not 1 decillion. It's 1 undecillion. So it's like the 11th million.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. That I've got that many cookies making a second.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Exactly. Do you know what? We were looking for a topic of the week last week, and we've got a topic of the week. It is related to Cookie Clicker, so let's go into it now. So, welcome to the topic of the week.
Nice, still going with that.
I'm going to be sued one day by Harry Hill.
I don't think you will.
The topic of the week was submitted this week by Marky, and her idea is... Actually, I'll just read out the tweet. Hello, I was told to tweet an idea. I have an idea. Please have a topic of the week where Fraser tries for 5 minutes straight to get Kai to play Cookie Clicker, like an over-enthusiastic salesman, not sponsored, or until Kai rage quits and hangs up.
Oh, yeah.
So, I've got to sell you Cookie Clicker, basically. Have you ever played Cookie Clicker before, Kai?
I've never played Cookie Clicker in my life.
How have you not played Cookie Clicker?
It's just, it's never been something that I'm really interested in, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but nobody's ever interested in clicking cookies. But did you ever have a childhood?
No.
Did you never explore random sites on the internet when you were younger?
No.
Now, I know that's bullshit because you've been to that randomwebsite.com where you press a button, it takes you to a random website, and you found things like that big sausage which wiggles around and goes, and then just makes a screen go rainbowy. I know you've done things like that, Kai. Don't lie to me. So you have gone and done things like that. Now, Cookie Clicker is like one of them sites where you would go there if you had a childhood, which you said you did not. Why did you not have a childhood? Were you brought up wrong?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. I'm so sorry to hear that. But now maybe you should bring yourself up right by reintroducing yourself to things that you could have done when you were younger, also known as Cookie Clicker. It's like these other idle games. Have you played an idle game before?
No.
It's a game where you get it going and then you leave it to do the work, then you come back to it and feel very proud of your accomplishments. Do you feel proud of your accomplishments, Kai?
No.
What the fuck? What's your most proudest accomplishment, Kai? I said that wrong. What's your most proudest accomplishment, Kai?
Going to bed last night at...
Well, that's a lie, because I know one of your proudest accomplishments is getting your recordings together for the band, for you to eventually put out something official with Came for a Day. Going on the radio is one of your proudest accomplishments as well, isn't it, Kai?
Yeah.
And just like getting 100k, that's one of your proudest accomplishments as well, isn't it, Kai?
Yeah.
What about if you got yourself 100,000 cookies on Cookie Clicker? You'd be pretty proud of that too, right? Except the sky's the limit. It's not just 100,000 cookies. You get 100,000 cookies, or you get 100,000 cookies, or in my case, 100,000 cookies, which is close to an undecillion. Yeah, and from doing that, you will feel addicted. You've never been addicted to anything, have you, Kai? No, let's not go into that. But one of the things that I know you're addicted to is music. This gives you the same serotonin as music. Do you want to know how I know that? Because I've played music myself, and it's very rewarding when you finish a song. When you finish this game, you'll feel very rewarded. You've put in so much time, so much effort. I've put in over 100 hours worth of effort at the moment, and I'm like over halfway through. So,
yeah, I
another
can
one.
see your review.
I know. Do you want to read out my review, Kai?
It says 117 hours on record. 12.8 hours at the time of review. I hate this love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart game. It's exactly the same as when I started playing, except now I can see my playtime. And I'm already 12 hours in after buying it 24 hours ago, and I'm ashamed of myself. But to be fair, I have a banging bakery.
And I do have a banging bakery, and I'm very, very proud of it. And you know what? Aiden said, no, I'm not doing it. 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 But guess what? It was his birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Aiden, if you're listening. I hope you enjoy your race car that I got you, and chocolates. We do fucking love chocolates. Aiden was bought Cookie Clicker by Will as a birthday present. And guess what? Aiden, as a protestant of... that's not a word, is it? As one of the guys who protested getting Cookie Clicker and been like, no, I'm not falling for it. Guess what?
He's got... he's got... Hold on.
Aiden's got Cookie Clicker, and so far, he has put in over 10 hours, and he only got it yesterday.
Oh, he's got 16.8 hours.
Oh, it's not updated for me then. In which case then, yeah, maybe he got it 2 days ago. See, he's put in loads of hours after only just getting it. He knows that he's going to be proud of his bakery.
Oh, Aiden. He's currently playing right now.
Exactly, he is. And so am I. No, I'm not actually. I closed it just before this recording. But surely you would feel so proud if you were to click on a cookie millions and millions of times. Not necessarily you clicking on it millions and millions of times, but once you clicked on it a few times, you get to automatically do it and you can build at your bakery. Would you not feel proud of building a very established business, Guy?
I mean, I already have.
Well, what about another one? You want to be an entrepreneur? You want to be a multi-millionaire? How about a diverse entrepreneur?
That would be nice.
So, what do you say, Kai? Cookie Clicker?
Maybe for a live stream.
I'll take it, Marky. Yeah. I hope I've sold it correctly to you, and I hope I've done exactly what what you asked me to do.
Yeah.
And that was this week's topic of the week.
And I guess it was also this week's episode of. Fraser's gonna say the rest of the outro.
Oh dear. Make sure you follow us right here on Spotify so you get notified as to when we upload new episodes. Turn on the little notification slider because otherwise, if you follow us, it'll be on your home feed. But if you turn on the notification thing, then at least you'll be told when a new episode comes out as well. Follow us on our Twitter at StuckInAPodcast, as well as at FraserIRL, at Kairos Best. Those are our personal ones. Tweet us a new topic idea for topic of the week, because we want to talk about something that is as fun and energetic as the section that we have just done. As mentioned, we upload every single Wednesday, so make sure you tune into the next week. Yeah, and I think that's all from me. Make sure you follow us on our Twitter again, because we might do a community episode soon. Oh yeah, I said it. Community episode coming soon. Anything else you want to add, Kai?
Nah, not really.
Cool, until next week, thanks for listening, and don't forget to click your cookies. Bitch.